and welcome to another episode of Games of the Week. And recently, there's been a lot going on in the Game Builder Garage community. My last video covering the Switch 2 update did very well, and Video Dojo released the Game Builder Garage Direct, which is an amazing celebration of Game Builder Garage since the game is now 4 years old, and there's also several amazing games that were shown off and announced there, and I'm actually going to be showing some of them in this video. So I highly recommend checking it out after you watch this video. But the first game we have here is called Kirby's Serene Garden, and it's actually a follow-up to another Kirby game made by the same creator. And it's kind of funny because that original game is a 3D Kirby game that actually predates Forgotten Land because it released in 2021. But this is really cool. Like, unlike Forgotten Land, it's actually like a collectathon, and you're kind of roaming around like in an open space here, which is really cool. And I really like the sprites and textures used here as well. They look very nice. But there's also copy abilities here as well, and different characters like Adeline. But let's see, we have to collect these hearts here. So this one here, you just have to use the block. Go, we just have to time it correctly. There we go. Let's see if we can find a copy ability around here. I know, like hammer is here somewhere, so we'll try to find that. This is very well made. I really like Kirby's model as well. We have Cutter as well. This is really cool. But yeah, I definitely recommend checking this out. This is very well made. Yeah, seeing all these like Kirby characters and Kirby enemies here is really cool. And the sprites for them are very well made. Okay, so we need hammer for this one, so... Oh, that's perfect. We can get it now. There we go. Oh, and it kind of works like Forgotten Land, which is really cool. There we go. But yeah, let's move on to the next game. So the next game here is an Undertale fan game made by King Monk, which is really impressive. And so far, this is just the demo for it, so if you want to play it, I recommend going to King Monk's profile and downloading all the codes for it. It does take up a lot of codes, but you can kind of see why. This is really cool. It even goes into battle here. And I think this can also savor progress as well. You can correct me if I'm wrong if you've played the game more. This is pretty cool. But also the interactions with Flowey here as well are pretty cool. Yeah, this is amazing. Because there's like a lot of like different like unique interactions here. Yeah, This is just really impressive, and I definitely recommend checking it out. Ooh, and this looks pretty cool, too. Just even, like, all the dialogue here. In the text, like, can all, like, surprisingly, like, fit on here, even though it's a little hard to read. But yeah, I definitely recommend checking this out. But let's move on to the next game. The next game here is a recreation of Puyu, which is really cool. And it works really well, too. And I also like how it uses, like, just, like, the Game Builder Garage shapes. But there's a lot of really good and really well fleshed out puzzle games in Game Builder Garage, and this is definitely one of them. So if you're looking for a good puzzle game in Game Builder Garage, or, like, something like Puyu, this is definitely a pretty good one to check out. But definitely pretty fun, I'd say. But yeah, it works how you would expect it would. And it's also visually appealing as well. Simple, but nice. And you also don't need to know Japanese to understand this game. It is pretty simple. It's basically just Puyu. But yeah, let's check out the final game. So the final game here is called Speed Ring, and it's a recreation of the puzzle system from Paper Mario the Origami King, which is really cool. Specifically, the minigame that shows up in the Action Lab. But I also make a cameo in this as well, which is perfect since it's a Paper Mario themed game. But this is actually one minigame, a part of a larger game called Super Kirb RPG, which I will definitely include in more episodes. Because there are other really cool minigames that are recreations of other games. But this is definitely really cool. Like, even though I am critical of Origami King, I do think the puzzle system is pretty cool. It definitely works really well as like a minigame thing here. So this definitely is a really cool little thing here. Okay, let's generate another puzzle. The cool thing about this is that you just have to try to solve as many puzzles as possible within the time limit. So if you do run into like a weird puzzle, you can like reset it technically. But this is very fun. Okay. Let's try this again. Okay, I see what you do here. I think I could have done that in one fewer move. But there we go. But anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. And make sure to check out my Discord server and Blue Sky if you want to. Stay perky!